Truth or faking, Vedika Bahl is ready by the big bull. Good evening, Vedika. South Korean footballer Lee Kang-in just joining Paris Saint-Germain. And there's a video featuring future teammate Kylian Mbappé talking about this transfer. It has a kind of bogus feel about it, doesn't it, already? Tell us more.
Yes, indeed, Mark. Just yesterday, Paris Saint-Germain signed a 5-year deal with the 22-year-old South Korean midfielder Lee Kang-in. Now, a video of PSG's resident superstar Kylian Mbappé has been going viral across South Korean social media for his alleged response to this signing. Now, the original video has around 11 million views on YouTube, and in it, we see a journalist ask Mbappé a question about Lee's signing and then on his thoughts from football players from Japan. But there is a massive discrepancy between what Mbappé replies in French and what these subtitles in Korean claim he said. So let's take a listen to his answer in French.
I heard that a Korean player named Lee Kang-in will enter PSG. Do you think it's just a marketing recruitment or not? And how do you think about Japanese players?
Ça m'intéresse pas. Je suis ici pour représenter l'équipe de France, le Paris Saint-Germain, avec tout le respect que j'ai pour ce club, et je suis un salarié de ce club. Ça m'intéresse pas pour le moment. Le plus important, c'est l'équipe de France, et je veux uniquement parler de l'équipe de France pour pas perturber les autres joueurs ni le groupe, parce que ça reste le plus important.
Now, as we just saw there, Mbappé tries to swerve the question and merely tries to redirect the reporter. But in Korean, the response is very, very different.
I heard that a Korean player named Lee Kang-in will enter PSG. Do you think it's just a marketing recruitment or not? And how do you think about Japanese players?
Ça m'intéresse pas. Je suis ici pour représenter l'équipe de France, le Paris Saint-Germain, avec tout le respect que j'ai pour ce club, et je suis un salarié de ce club. Ça m'intéresse pas pour le moment. Le plus important, c'est l'équipe de France, et je veux uniquement parler de l'équipe de France pour pas perturber les autres joueurs ni le groupe, parce que ça reste le plus important.
So the Korean subtitles show Mbappe's reply praising Lee Kang-in directly, but also answering a question that's directly about what he thinks on Japanese footballers by praising Lee instead.
There are so many questions about this on Vedika, aren't there? Because it's clearly the bogus from Shea bogus, as you might say. I'm wondering how all this change in narrative, what it meant for South Koreans who were watching it.
Well, South Korea and Japan have had years of a tumultuous relationship, you could say, decades of historical tension, but also a pretty intense sporting rivalry that transcends onto the pitch as well. Now, of course, this video hits Korean social media pretty hard. This is just a few examples of what I saw on TikTok today. That same video circulating hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of times. And it seems that many South Koreans that commented on the original video are quite pleased with Mbappe's response. Many of these comments say things like, "I'm now a fan of Mbappe, I appreciate his attitude, etc." And it seems that, you know, they seem to understand that he's implying he's pro-Korea and maybe anti-Japan based on his response where he says he doesn't know any Japanese players, etc. Now, on the other hand, however, there are many South Korean internet users that are also denouncing the sharing of this very edited video, saying it shouldn't be shared and that it's a discredit to football.
It is a massive 24-carat fake, isn't it, the whole thing? Tell us how you managed to ascertain that this wasn't the real deal.
Well, in fact, there's actually layers of misinformation in this video. So we know it's edited, we know it's fake, we know the subtitles were completely wrong and they didn't match what Mbappé was replying in French. But it's not just the subtitles that are being distorted. In fact, the video extract itself is being sold entirely out of context. Now, this video, the original video found from a reverse image search, actually comes from a press conference that was streamed on June 13th, 2021 for the Euros 2020. Now, on the French Football Federation's channel, we can see the original question that was asked by the journalist was actually about a rumoured Mbappe transfer. And that's when the footballer goes on to answer questions and swerve it and say that he only wants to talk about the French national team. So it doesn't have anything to do with Lee Kang-in or his signing to PSG, which has taken place, obviously, 2 years later. So that fake question has also been added in. So there really are many elements of misinformation here. We've got the fact that old footage is being presented as completely new. We've got the fact that the question has completely been edited in, asking it about Lee Kang-in, and of course the mistranslation of subtitles. So yes, layers of fakery in this one.
Indeed. And that face mask on the desk in front of him.